Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. And how wonderful it is that we are gathered here together with you. How wonderful it is to see your beautiful smiles on your faces. For when you are here with joy within your hearts, we feel your joy also. And we always say to our dear beloved ones, happy are those who see the light. Happy are those who reach within their hearts and feel the joy of their life and feel the love coming within and feel the warmth of our love within your hearts. For when you are in these divine places, we can give you great blessings of love, and we can say to you, welcome, dear brother and dear sister. Welcome for coming here. Welcome to being here in these spaces. For these spaces are an acceleration time. These spaces are an acceleration space for your divine learning and for your divine remembering. For our lessons, friends, are lessons that you already know within you. And you are in spaces of remembering them. We are helping you to remember them, to become a conscious level within your being, so that you are able to walk to the next stage consciously. So we remind you, and when you feel our divine love, you remember our divine love, because when you are in spirit, our dear friends, you know these spaces so well. So you are remembering who you are. You are remembering the love within you, and you are feeling our warmth. And here in these spaces, you are so close to spirit. When you are in the midst of the archangels in this space, they bless you and they give you many healings for your life. So when we give you healings, friends, we make you strong and we make you confident and we help you to trust our ways. For when a person learns to trust in higher ways, this person gains confidence in life. And when you have confidence in our very being, and in our very existence, and in our very wisdom, you have a greater trust in us. And you know that we guide you every day in your life. And how blessed that one is when they feel that within their hearts, and when they feel that confidence growing, when they allow themselves to trust the light, when they allow themselves to be able to sit in the quiet in their heart and recognize us. For then we can shepherd you into greater ways. For then we can open great doors for you. For then you will feel our hand in your hand. And we say, come, dear one, come to higher spaces of love and learning. Recognize our being, recognize our existence. When you recognize our existence, we become more real to you. When we become more real to you, you can learn to trust our ways. So we want to invite you to this magnificent seminar that's coming this weekend. For in that seminar you will have divine guidance and divine healings to recognize the call greater. And you will remember your divine being greater. You will hear our voice within you deeper. You will allow us to guide you up higher more because we become closer to you. We lift you up to a whole new level. And this level, friends, has never come upon your earth before in your modern history. You're the first ones to experience this great healing. You're the first ones to experience the great sun consciousness which has not been upon this plane since ancient Lemurian times. This is why this time is so important. Please recognize this in your being. Desire to be part of that. Desire to feel the higher healings within you. Desire to walk in a closer relationship with us so that you can truly feel our greatness with you. I will allow myself to step back for a moment to allow Sarah, Pleiadian High Priestess, to come through for you with a beautiful blessing, and then I shall return. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Greetings. Akonoha Halima. Greetings. I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Isn't it beautiful to be here? Isn't it something to be here? Isn't it a glorious time to be together? We, as Pleiadians, always look forward to the times when we can come through our channels and greet you. And in our Pleiadian ways, we want to say to you how wonderful it is that you are able to step closer to the great family of light. Ia no kuni I, ia. When you step more into the light, then light will come closer to you. When you step into deeper consciousness of understanding yourself, then you will feel the light and the peace streaming into your very being. And this is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself. Please don't ever do your spiritual journey for another, for it must always come from your own desire. For it is then that your own divine being will lead you to the light. For your divine being is waiting for you to desire it. And when you desire it, to do it for yourself, and you go deep within, and you allow great masters to guide you to your divine self, this is when you find the fountain of light within you. And when you find the light within you, the fountain of light within you, the waters will flow so grandly before you that you will be bubbling over with great joy and love. And that is what we as Pleiadians have found. So the more people can reach within themselves, the more that they can also find these great fountains of light within them. So I am going to bring a prayer to you and to mankind now. And this prayer is to help people to reach within themselves to find the divine fountain of love and joy and light within their very being. Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Greetings. Greetings and welcome. I have returned. I am Divine Universal Master, Lord Emmanuel the Great, Sovereign Lord over all of existence. And what a wonderful time it is. What a glorious time you are living in. What What a grand time it is for you to explore your deeper selves, your deeper thoughts, your deeper understandings, and your deeper rhythm within yourselves. Each person has a divine rhythm, and your rhythm, friends, is unique to another. You carry your own rhythm and your own beat. Imagine if you were in a room all alone with another person behind you who was drumming your beat. What beat would you hear? Would it be a steady beat? Would it be an upbeat or a slower beat? Or what rhythm would you have? It's very important to consider this very thought. For the beat of your life, the rhythm of your being has everything to do with you. And when we discover a deeper side of spirituality with you, we are helping you to understand that you are a deep being, friends. You have many personalities that express a part of your life, a part of your being. But there is a very deep part to you. And this deeper part wants to relate to you deeper messages, a deeper flow within you. And when you begin to listen to this deeper part, your life heals. Your life flows. Your life exists greater. And you begin to see a whole other side of your life. You begin to see that you are far greater than the personality that you consider yourself to be, or your name. You might say you are such and such to everybody, but what does that name truly mean until you begin to feel the deeper part of you relating to your name? For you carry your own tune and your own vibration. And this lesson is about going within your deeper self, to investigate your deeper self greater so that your life can heal. I'm going back to a message that Sarah gave to you. You remember what she said? She said, you must never go on the spiritual journey and take it deeper until you understand that you do it for you. For you can never do it for another person. You must do it for you. It's good when your friends are spiritual. It's good when they are doing well, but it's not until you want to go to that greater depth that your life begins to change. And this takes some commitment in your life. It takes some dedication. Why does it take some commitment? Because without commitment to anything, you cannot go there. And everything in your life, everything that you treasure takes commitment, doesn't it? Your family, the members of your family that you care about so much. It takes commitment on your part to look after them. Your job It takes commitment on your part to do your job right, to do a good job, so that you feel treasured at your job. It takes that commitment. When you want to learn something, you commit yourself to it because you want to do it, and you want to do it well. If you were going to learn an instrument, you would commit certain amounts of time towards learning that instrument to become good at it. If you decided, yes, I want to learn to play the piano, but I cannot be bothered doing it more than 1 hour a week, it would take you a lot longer to learn to play the piano very, very well. If you were going to do it at all in this lifetime, very well. And if you were dedicated to practice an hour a day, because everything speeds up. Because once you commit yourself to it, please understand this, you gain a rhythm of that very thing that you have committed yourself to it. Because everything in life has a rhythm. Whether it's cooking, whether it's playing golf, whether it's riding a horse, whether it's swimming, whether it's running for a long time, everything has a rhythm in your life. Depending on how well you play that rhythm, depends on your commitment in your life. Or finding your own deeper rhythm in your life. Your deeper self takes commitment also. Why? Because your deeper self carries a deep tune that only you can find when you want to find that. When you want to hear that. When you want to learn to flow with that. So why do you want to commit yourself to it? Why do you want to go to that depth of your being to find the rhythm of your deeper self? Because once you do, friends, you are set free from your limitations. You find yourself completely unlimited, and you can reach towards anything you desire to do. This is why it is so important to keep working to find your deeper rhythm, to learn to become in union with your divine self, so that you can truly stand as a human being and say, my I am and my human self have joined together. I am who I am, and I recognize my being. I stand here in holy union with my holy self, and I am completely free. That would change a person. It would change your very life. Your love for your life would flow. Your greatness in your life would flow. Your manifestation powers, friends, would be instant, because you work at a great level. And the greater you work at, the greater the powers increase within you. When you have found your deeper self, you feel that deep connection, and when you find that deep connection, your joy will be so great that it shines from you. Wherever you go, people will see it. People will see it because you show it. And those are the benefits of finding your greater, deeper self. But to get to that stage, again, I will go to the word commitment, dedication. Why is it that we as divine beings are not going to take you up there in an instant? Because we would be taking your choice away of your inner growth. And your thought patterns would not have changed. Yes, we could bring you up there and say, look, glorious ones, this is what it's like to have no pain, to be completely unlimited, to be completely free. And you would turn to us and say, this feels wonderful, but what do we do with it? What do we do now with it? For you have taken us up there, but we don't know how to deal with it. Because living in that higher space, friends, takes a lot of skill to stay up there. Once you learn how to be up there, you have the knowing and you have the understanding. You won't want to fall back. But if your thought patterns are still the same as when you were down there, you will fall back and your pain and your fear will come so quickly within you that you will not want to continue. So we say to you, let us guide you. Let us help you find your freedom. So that once you stand in that full honor and that full glory of yourself and your divine being, you will know how to stay up there. And you can guide others to the higher places also. This is why we say, friends, how wonderful it is that you've joined us. For when we work with you in this direct way, we can guide you up there so much faster. And for the people who come here, they would have felt that. Their joy and life will have become so great because they have a fuller understanding of their own spiritual self. So every time you come here, friends, we help you up. And you gain that deeper understanding of your own self. So your deeper spiritual abilities awaken because we are awakening you to a higher consciousness, which means that you are able to be up there and stay up there and climb up higher, and you have joy of seeing the results in your life. And when difficulties do come along, friends, you have a knowing of what to do with it. When you are climbing up or climbing within, they both mean the same thing. When you climb within and you find your deeper rhythm of your life and your divine being, you are also climbing up higher into the higher love dimensions. You become an empowered being. You can understand how to go up higher. When you are in the pain, you live in a certain frequency. And thus, when you hear spiritual people say, oh, look how much we have grown. We have so much love and joy. The people in the pain look at these people and say, Aren't they a funny lot? How can they find the joy in life? And how can they find the love in life when we do our suffering here? I don't understand what love is, and I don't understand what joy is, and goodness gracious me, they say, how is it that they can laugh so much? But these people in the awakening class here, as we'll call it, they have found something that's very, very precious in their lives. They have started to discover their deeper rhythm of their being. And they are starting to discover a deeper connection within their being. And because they are starting to discover it, not yet fully discovered it yet, but starting to discover it, they are already finding the great benefits in their lives. So they are becoming more intuitive. They can hear and feel their spirit guides around them, perhaps not here, perhaps at that stage, and yet many of them do. So depending on their inner abilities, depends on how they are feeling and hearing their spirit guides. But they are feeling it deeper, and because they know it, they sense it, they want to connect deeper, so they go within themselves deeper, and then they hear their beautiful guides speak to them. Because they are awakening, and they are in that class with feeling their inner rhythm and connecting with it, they become happier. So they can see how their lives are being healed. They understand, or they are learning to understand, the power of forgiveness, because they are beginning to practice it more, and they understand the more that they do this, the more that pain shifts. So they're seeing it in their own lives. Now that beautiful class looks into the other class, the unawakened class, and they say, I used to be in there, and my, oh my, how difficult it was to climb out of there. You know, when I was in there, I couldn't see how on earth I could climb out of that pain into the higher place. But now that I am here and I'm learning to climb up, I do not want to go down there because that was too difficult. So what these people have found is an inner commitment and an inner rhythm. So all they're doing is just a few things different than the ones in pain. And it doesn't take much to change your life. It doesn't, friends. When we talk about commitment, it doesn't mean hours and hours of meditation or praying to a divine beings every single moment of your day, or lighting candles, or doing rituals like that. All it takes is just some commitment on your part to do a few things different. But that commitment is in the daily activities, friends. When you do things daily, you find the rhythm. Now, when I talked about this beautiful rhythm right at the beginning, I did say to you, didn't I? Everything in life has their own rhythm, whether it's horse riding, swimming. Anything that you do in life has a rhythm. And the more that you grasp it, the more that the rhythm becomes a part of your being. Well, it's the same with these beautiful spiritual levels. So every day when you do just a little bit, you get into the rhythm. And you might like to ask for a guide to step closer to you. That is very important, to step into a higher rhythm. And the more that you feel the higher rhythm becoming a part of you, the more that you will desire more of it. So you might like to step it up. So the more you find the rhythm of your deeper self, the more importance it will have in your life. But it's something that needs to grow. It doesn't happen in one day. If you decided to pick up a book and say, well, today I'm going to find my inner rhythm and I'm going to do 10 things a day, not that I understand what they mean, but I'm going to do it anyway because apparently, according to this writer in this book, I'm going to hear my spirit guides and my life is going to go very well. Well, then you might do it for the wrong reason. So you do these 10 things a day. You do them for how long? 5 days, 6 days. You're really starting to tire out. You say, well, I've done it for 5, 6 days, but my life hasn't changed. And this writer promised me that my life would change because I'd find my inner rhythm when I do these 10 things a day. But what is missing, friends? Well, first of all, it's your own desire, because it must be done from your heart. And the second thing is that you can never listen to another person. When they say, do this, do that, do that, do that, please, perhaps it's good to read it, but then let go of the book. Go within and ask your deeper self, so what is it that I must do for me if I want to find my deeper rhythm? It might be very simple. Sing every day. Sing every day. Oh, singing. I can do singing. I enjoy singing. I'll turn up the music and I'll sing every day. I'll do that. And that might be all you do for a few days. How is it going? Are you finding the inner rhythm with singing for 5 to 10 minutes a day? It brightens you up. You feel so great. You're expressing your joy. And you might go back within. What is it that I can do to find my deeper inner rhythm? Or meditate. Meditate, you say, I don't know how to meditate. I don't want to do it like a Buddhist does. Well, you might not want to do that. So why not go out for a walk? And why not just be quiet in your mind and listen to the birds sing if you don't want to sit there like a Buddhist? That's your terms, not our terms. Well, many people use these terms in the world, so we use the same terms because you relate to it. So, later on, when you find your deeper rhythm, you might go back to your deeper self, and your deeper self might say, well, dear one, you carry a lot of anger within you. Go and release some. So you might like to learn how to do some releasing. Now, how is your deeper self shifting? How are you shifting? Are you connecting deeper within? You see, this is all about learning your own deeper rhythm. Now, there are some here in this room that have heard a lot of this information before, and they've done all the forgiveness work. They do a lot of meditating, and they do a lot of inner experienced work. Beautiful. So what is it that these ones in the awakened class then can do for their own awakening? What can you do to find your inner rhythm greater? What is it that you can do? Well, again, go back to your deeper self. Because the more you awaken and the more you experience, the more your deeper self will show you how to go deeper and feel the rhythm of your inner being. So what is it that you can do? What is it that you can draw upon? And perhaps you've been doing angel cards. Well, how about if you do this exercise deeper. So you say to your angels, please help me to find my deeper rhythm. I would like to experience the deeper love that my divine being has for me. So please take me up. So first you have talked to your angels and your spirit guides, and they are listening to you. And you take your beautiful pack of cards, and it does not matter what pack of cards they are, as long as you can relate to it. And please ask the angels to bless it. And make each card your own by talking to them, by reaching out to them, by touching them, by allowing them to become a part of your experience. They need to feel you, friends. Everything has a consciousness in life, including your beautiful cards, because someone created those beautiful angel cards with a purpose, and that was to help you reach your deeper rhythm, to connect with it. Connect with it and ask for these cards to become more alive. Talk to them. Then you might ask your angels, please show me deeper connection work with these cards. I'm going to pick out 2 cards and have them face down. Now before you pick them up, friends, before you pick them up, feel them. Feel them and relate to them. What are these cards saying to you without you even seeing the pictures? And then feel them, relate to it, then turn it over. And how was your experience? Can you relate to the experience before you saw the pictures and then after you saw the pictures? What images can you see in it? Close your eyes. Allow your deeper self to connect with you deeper, and then ask the pictures to show you deeper images. And then relate to them. Because here you're learning to go within yourself on a whole new level. You're learning to trust what you receive, and you're learning to grow with it. What you will find is the deeper connection and the deeper trusting will become a greater part of your being, and you will enjoy the process so much. And this helps you with deeper connection work. So you're seeing images more. Spirit can talk to you more. Are you hearing with your inner ears? Do you have a deeper knowing? Keep working, keep working. Again, it takes that commitment. If you want to reach that deeper commitment within yourself and that deeper connection within yourself, it takes some work. Maybe 5 minutes a day is not too much to ask. Perhaps quarter of an hour, twice a week. And that's all you need to do. That's commitment. It's not 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 1 hour a day. It's just a small part of you connecting to your inner being. And this is also a part of meditation. So if you have difficulty sitting there and meditate, well, then why not do this work and go deeper? For that is also meditation. Because you're learning to connect within deeper. How does that benefit your life? Well, you will find greater joy will come in your life. You will find you will trust angelic guidance more, because once you find your inner rhythm, You can ask angels, which includes your beautiful spirit guides and all the beings who love you so much. What is it that you can do about a certain situation in your life? But you cannot get there, friends. You cannot get there unless you have found that deeper rhythm within you. For when you reach to the angel cards because you were panicking or because you're not happy with something that goes on in your life, they will not give you a clear answer unless you have committed to your own self, to quiet your mind, to allow yourself to go within, to have a trusting relationship with your angels, to feel the love within you, and to allow yourself to go there. And when you do that, this is when we can truly help the ones who desire it, because you are listening. We need you to listen, friends. If you want us to help you more, we need you to listen with your heart. For when you listen with your heart, we can step closer to you and you will listen to our guidance. We will never control you in any way. Please don't ever fear that. We are your friends, but more than that, we are your shepherds. We can guide you into a higher direction. A shepherd is greater than a friend. A friend can listen to you. A friend can sympathize with you. But a shepherd can guide you towards another paddock. Let's go, little sheep. It's over there that you want to go to. So for us to become a shepherd to you rather than a friend, that takes a shift within your very being. So at this time, it's important to ask yourself this very question. Do you consider angels to be your friends or your shepherds? And this again is about your spiritual growth. Can you see us guiding you to higher ways? Or is it that you only want comfort when you feel sad? There are two huge differences in both those ways, and both of them have a vibration and a rhythm of its own. We want to do so much more than be a friend. There are many, many beautiful, beautiful people upon this earth, friends, who believe in angels. And they say we work in the light, and the light is beautiful. We feel the light, and they're so happy in the light. But all we can do as divine beings is be a friend to them, because they haven't fully grasped it yet. They haven't fully gotten into the deeper self and claimed the light for themselves. And they haven't truly found their own rhythm to allow us to not only be a friend, but to step into a closer relationship and be a shepherd for them. And when you find that in your life, friends, your life has turned so greatly. And when you find that moment happening in your life, that you trust Spirit and you know that they look after you, without a doubt, they look after every single thing in your life if you choose to. That's when you step into your deeper rhythm right there. That's how you know. And then you go into another level. And this other level takes you into a whole new relationship. When you step into this deeper relationship, you will feel the great healings come through you. This is when your greater purpose is identified within your being. So there's different levels. So now we're pulling you up, friends. With all our love, we say this. Please desire to step into a greater, deeper rhythm of your being. Please desire it within your heart to not only have us as friends, but as shepherds. For what would it mean to you if you could step into that deeper relationship and feel every part of your life guided? Every part of it. Not just 10%, 20%, or even 50%, but 100%. Every part of you. But that also means that a much growth takes place on your behalf. So when we extend our loving invitation out to you, what is it that you will do to meet us? And this is about you finding this deeper rhythm within yourself. Consider then how you are made up and what is spirit. Consider then the spirit part of your being and what that is. Consider then what you want to grasp more than anything in your life. Because the more you become one with your spirit, the more the Spirit will live within you. And the more the pain goes, friends, the more room you have for your Spirit to join you. This is when you shine. This is when you bask in a glorious light constantly. It's because everything you do in life affects the way that you flow with life. And this part of your journey is about you learning about your spirit self and inviting it in to your very life. So consider then, what are some of the attributes, the gifts your spirit has for you? And then work at it every day. Here's this commitment. If you are at that level, if you desire it, when you desire it, your spirit lives in absolute joy and peace and love. It is content with its own self, does not need anything. Its joy is so great, friends. It thrives on it. It lives in the light. Those are just some of the attributes. It is in complete harmony with itself and others. It lives in complete union within itself. It does not need anything or anyone to make it happy. Now each day, work on one of those attributes. Perhaps you say to your deeper self, I want to feel more of the love that you have for me. So today I will work on love. And you bring it in. You talk to your spirit self. I want you to become closer to me. Let me experience that. And you begin to do some other things each day. Patience, perhaps. Harmony. Learning to work with peace. Forgiveness. Not being angry with anyone. Because your spirit self, friends, doesn't know fear or anger. Doesn't relate to it. You do on your human level, but your spirit self is well beyond it. And so the more you talk to your beautiful spirit self, the more you will feel it within your being. And the more you grow in the awakening class, the more your vibration grows and your joy becomes so great. And you feel the deeper connection. And then others will say to you, what is it that you're doing then? I thought you were part of that funny lot. But I can see that that funny lot actually has the answers. So what is it that you're doing to make you happier? And then you can begin to share. And this will happen more and more upon this plane. When the awakened ones gain a deeper connection, a deeper joy, a deeper love, a deeper contentment, and then others will also want it. Aren't you living in a glorious time? Aren't you living in times when things are going to rise so greatly, friends? Be in the joy of this glorious time. Feel the love within you growing each and every day. Be happy. Be happy with your own growth. Never want for more growth, but be happy with the way you are growing. Never compare yourself to anyone else, friends. Never compare yourself. Never want to have another person's gift so much that you stop yourself from growing. If you see another person with a beautiful gift, then say to your deeper self, please open me to it at the right time. I am patient and thank you. For then it will happen a lot quicker for you than if you stepped into your envious self and you blocked the very gift that you want to have. So open yourself in this beautiful way, always with love and appreciation. And please keep coming. For every time you come, you will step into a greater self. Keep coming. Keep being here. Keep learning from divine beings. Appreciate these facilities. Friends, Suzanna will not always be here in Whakatane. But it's been beautiful for you to see her grow here. It's been beautiful for you to see the channel grow. To see the channel connect so deep. Appreciate the provision. Appreciate the love, the moment, and grow into it. And be grateful to Spirit for these channels. For these divine channels are so important to your spiritual nurturing. They are so important to your deeper self-appreciation and your deeper love. And these channels are the most gentle beings. Suzanna is an incredibly gentle being, and constantly she is committed to her deeper self, to connect deeper and deeper. She works hard at it. She loves her family so much. She loves the people so much. And at times, she breaks down in front of her divine beings, in front of us. And she says, why am I doing it? Why? Tell me. Because I'm so tired. And yet she keeps saying, push harder, Suzanna. Push harder. And she goes up so high. But at this time, she does not truly understand why she has to push harder. It would be easier for her to sit down on the beach and to shut us out and to say, I'm going to have a job just like I used to. I'll be a secretary, or I'll go back to my computer tutor job, or I'll be back in design where I can relax in my life. And we say to her, Suzanna, you've got a big job to do. You've got to help millions of people awaken to their deeper rhythm. So as you can see, please, people, appreciate the channels that we have given to you. Listen to these words. Listen. Grow in your own lives. Be loving to yourself. Enjoy the life you have. Enjoy your family every moment, even in times when it's not so easy. Be grateful they are there. Be grateful you have your beautiful health and your beautiful life. Open your heart to deeper connection. Be grateful for this time, because you will see glorious times coming in your beautiful life. Be grateful for everything that you have, for then we can truly shepherd you to higher ways. So thank you very much for being here, present with us. Thank you for turning up. We see you, friends. We care about you and your families. We know how much you love your families. Please know that when you are here, we can give you a beautiful personal blessing, but we also bless your families and we heal them, no matter how hard it is in their lives. So you do so much good work just by being here. So we say, well done on listening to your heart. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.